Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Today we will discuss about the next topic of steam turbines, right? Turbines topic, right? Honor before you can observe here the 3D picture of turbine. So this is a turbine. So what is the function of the turbine? So what we need to discuss in this topic? So what are the main classifications of turbine is there? What is the function of turbine? Right? You can observe this is a turbine. Right? We will discuss about the. So in this turbine, so first of all, we need to discuss about the. So how was the electrical power is generated? We know the power is generated from the hydraulic water is with help of dams like Singur, like Sri Shailam projects. So the power generated. So steam power plant cycle, and next what is steam turbine, what construction details of steam turbine, what are the advantages and disadvantages and applications of turbine. So these are the next and present we will discuss about the what is the source of the light to glow, a fan or run. So the main source of to power, so we need power. Then next one, in next one, do you know the how where the electric power is generated, where the electric power generated through the projects. So water is flowing from high end. So the water is flow on the impellers and to revolve to generate the power in dams. At the same time we have a wind energy is there. So there are number of methods are there produced. Electricity is generated by the generator, which is coupled with the with a turbine called prime mover. So electricity in general, the production of electricity with the help of generator, we know already this thing. So which is coupled with the turbine, right? Which is coupled with the turbine called, we can call it as a prime mover. Place where electricity is generated called power plant. Place where electricity is generated called, we can call it is power plant, because of the main maximum amount of power is and power where electricity is generated. So we can call it as a power plant. A steam power plant works on the Rankine cycle. We have an Otto cycle, diesel cycle, like Rankine cycle, right? In this based on the Rankine cycle, the steam power plant will run. So it means the temperature based on this, so it will be run. So power can be generated by hydraulic energy, hydroelectric energy. So these are the methods of generation of electricity. So first one is the hydraulic energy. So hydroelectricity, it means hydraulic energy means in dams, in projects. So what will happen? Hydroelectricity, coal, oil, thermal or steam power plants, coal or oils, thermal or steam power plants. Next one is the nuclear energy, power plants. So we are use the uranium, like that. Gas power plant, we are using the gas, LPG gases are using to run this, to run the to produce the electricity. These are the power generation methods. So in this connection, so how we are the steam power plants work? First one is the, we have to use the first one, generator will the power will be transferred to the turbine. Again the turbine will be rotated, and next one, condenser, right? condenser condenses the water. So then again it's a pump to the boiler. A boiler will produce the steam is transferred to the turbine is again the energy which is generated in turbine, the steam with help of steam, so it will be transferred to the generator will give the power generation. This is the cycle. First of all, we have a first of all boiler is there, right? So in condensation, first of all, generator turbine is connected to the condenser is connected to the feed pump. So the water is continuously supplied to the boiler will generate the steam is again transferred to the turbine will rotate. The connection of turbine to the generator will be rotated. Finally the electricity will be developed. So based electricity power plants, steam power plants, first of all, steam power plant is the first of all boiler. So generate steam, we already discussed about. Next one, turbine. So develops rotary motion by expansion, converts the thermal energy into mechanical energy. Main turbine is the develop the rotary motion. Actually the main function for the turbine is uh, uh, to develop the rotary motion by expansion, converts the thermal energy into mechanical energy. What is the function of again generator? Generates electricity by the converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. So this is the main method. The function of generator is generates electricity by converting mechanical energy is converting into electrical energy. So what is the motor is electrical energy is converting into mechanical energy. Here 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 mechanical energy is converting into electrical energy. Next one, condenser. Condenses the steam coming from the steam turbine. Next one is the feed pump supplies the feed water to the boiler. We already these things are already we know about these things. First of all, what is the introduction to the first of all steam turbine, right? It is a steam turbine is a prime mover which converts the steam energy into mechanical energy by expanding. So this is the steam turbine. So in introduction of the main explanation about the steam turbine. In reciprocating engines, the reciprocating motion of the piston is transferred into rotary motion of crankshaft. Such prime movers requires heavy flywheel and perfect balancing is required due to variation of torque in turbine. The mechanical energy produced is directly available for rotating shaft, right? So this is the main thing in reciprocating engine. The reciprocating motion of piston, right? The reciprocating motion of piston is transformed into a rotary motion of crankshaft. Such prime movers requires heavy flywheel and perfect balancing is required due to the variation of torque in turbine. The mechanical energy produced is directly available for rotating the shaft. Then what is the main definition of steam turbine? What is the main definition of steam turbine? Means steam turbine is a prime mover which the heat energy in the steam is converted into kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is absorbed by the turbine blade to the rotate the shaft while steam flowing through the turbine. Thus in steam turbines two energy conversions are required. The nozzle furnishes the conversion of heat energy into kinetic energy. The conversion of kinetic energy into shaft work the kinetic energy into shaft work is achieved in turbine which is composed of rotary with equally spaced of blades around the periphery. So while the steam turbine is mainly prime mover mainly prime mover, right? Prime mover which in which the heat energy in the steam is converted in the heat energy is converted steam energy is converted into kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is absorbed by the turbine blade to rotate the shaft while steam flowing through the turbine. Thus in steam turbine two energy conversions are required. So two energy conversion required means the nozzle furnishes the conversion of heat energy into kinetic energy. The conversion of kinetic energy into shaft work achieved by the turbine which is composed of a rotor with quality spaced blades around the periphery, right? Around the periphery. So that is the main thing, right? What are the advantages over reciprocating engines? Means high power high power generation, next high thermal efficiency, uniform torque, very low friction, next mechanical, perfect mechanical balancing, lighter foundation, less maintenance, right? Power is continued, hence flywheel is not required in turbines, right? Then what are the disadvantages? Not suitable for frequent starting and stopping. So applications, power generation. So where we are using in power generation, marine engineering, marine engines also, right? Your construction details of honor before construction details, we need to discuss about the advantages and applications of the steam engines. First of all, what are the advantages we will discussing? So higher thermal efficiency, right? No reciprocating parts are hence heavy foundation are not required. Torque is uniform, right? Torque is uniform and does not need any flywheel. So what is the function of flywheel? To store the energy. How much amount of energy will be stored into the flywheel generated in the engine? It will be directly stored into the flywheel only. In steam turbines, there is no need of flywheel, because of it's a continuation of working. Torque is very uniform. No rubbing parts, no internal lubrication is required, right? Higher speeds may be developed with greater speed range, right? Can generate power ranging from megawatt to 1 megawatt to 1000 megawatt. So these are the main advantages of steam turbines. Again, can be directly coupled to the high speed machines. Governing is easy, less maintenance, requires less floor area for given output. Exhaust stream in free from oil, hence the condensate can be reused as a feed water. So then next one, disadvantages are, what are the not suitable for frequent and rest steam turbines are not suitable where frequent stopping and starting is necessary. And next one, condenser must be provided to take the advantage of greater range of expansion, right? So what are the applications? In applications, we need to know about the applications in power generation and marine engines. Like steam turbines used stationary power plants and ship propellers. It is also used for driving high speed machines such as centrifugal pumps, centrifugal blowers, centrifugal compressors, etc. These are the main applications of steam turbines. So construction details. Steam turbine consisting of rotor, right? Next one, casing, moving blade, fixed blade, bearing and seals, etc. First one is the rotor shaft, right? Rotor shaft is an assembly rotating element on which the moving blades are fixed. On rotor, a rotating element on which moving blade are fixed. It is the moving blades are fixed on the rotating shaft. It is supported for the both the ends. Yeah? It is also supported for the both the walls. Next one, casing. Casing surrounded the support the rotor and holds a nozzle and fixed blades if it is necessary part. Casing is assembly consisting of frame of works for supporting whole structure, diaphragm for separating the stages and bearings and glands and preventing the leakages of steam, right? Next one, moving blade, right? Moving blades, right? The blades the fixed on rim rotates due to momentum gained by flow steam, right? So fixed blades are stationary. Fixed casting guides of the steam flow into the next moving blades are at required, right? The blades or vanes are maybe moving or fixed type of. The moving blades are mounted on the rim for the rotor or wheel. The fixed vanes are fitted with the diaphragm on the casing. Then next one, nozzle increases the kinetic energy of steam fixed before first stage of moving blades, right? So this is a first of all nozzle. So nozzle, the steam expands through a nozzle, increases the kinetic energy. It is fitted the diaphragm of the casing. It is fitted the diaphragm of the casing. So you can observe here figure of steam turbine, you can observe here. So in this connection, in this figure, we have a steam entry from the left side, right? At the same time, steam will pass out to the from right side. In middle one is the rotor, it means one of the shaft. The blue color was showing in fixed blade, black color will shows the fixed blade, in blue color will shows the moving blade. A moving blade consisting it have the rotary motion. With the help of a shaft will be the shafts are moving blades are placed on the shaft. Whenever to revolving the shaft, automatically the moving blades also rotated. But fixed blades are they are placed at constant one place, so will not move. So this is the example. You can check first two stage moving blade. These are the main parts. You can observe here. These are the main parts. So you can observe here. So in this connection, in middle one we have provided for ram, right? You can observe the shaft rotation. On this the revolvement of moving blades, you can observe here. First stage moving blade is there, it will be moving, and next to second one is the fixed one. Fixed one is the second blade, and third one is the again second stage moving blade. It means one stage consisting of one set of one nozzle, one moving blade, one stationary blade, right? One moving blade, one next one fixed blade, right? These are the one set or one stage. But we have an here is a providing two moving blades, one fixed stage, and again we have an nozzle also provided. The small types of pipes also provided. First stage nozzle is provided for the to supply the steam from the boiler to the turbine, right? So middle one is the turbine shaft, it will be rotated in tangential. So middle one the blades are placed on the completely and rim only. So that is the main thing. Whenever shaft will run, whenever shaft will not run direct, first of all with the help of nozzles the steam will flow from the boiler to the turbine. Then the continuation flow of steam like a air. So automatically the moving blades are will be rotated, will be moved from these are the placed on the shaft. It will be moved in continuously. So it will be moved in continuously, like it revolves continuously, and the steam is entering from the moving blade, and the steam whenever entering into the moving blade, the moving blade will be revolved, and again the steam is again to passed through the again fixed blade. The fixed blade is completely again it is stationary, it's a hold one place only. Again the steam will be continuously passed through the fixed blade to the again second stage moving blade also. That means completely whenever to revolving of shaft, a first stage moving blade and second stage moving blade, and so each and everything will be rotated with help of only steam. Steam is by supplying of steam from the boiler with a high pressurized steam, right? High amount of pressurized steam is supplied to the turbine from the boiler, right, with a high pressure. We can observe here it is a tangential direction. This is the we can observe here turbine rotor, right? This is the turbine rotor, right? This turbine rotor will be there. So in this connection it will be rotated. The blades are provided in front of human being. So he is in front of human being. We are observed. So in this case, so we will discuss about the once again. So what is the turbine? So you can observe here, right? So this is the turbine. Whenever turbine is we can call it as a turbine. So we have a turbine is essentially a flow machine in which heat energy in the steam is transferred into the kinetic energy, and the kinetic energy utilized to the rotate the rotor while steam flows through the turbine. So these are the working of steam turbine. So this is the our class again, and discuss about we will discuss about the first of all what is the function for this, what is the function of steam turbine. You can observe here basic elements, steam power plants. This is the figure. So power can be generated in these four methods. Then next one, steam power plants, how will be the power will be generated. So whenever from the boiler, right, from the boiler, the heat is the boiler, the steam is supplied to the from the boiler to the turbine. Turbine will be rotated within a high speed. Again, so the turbine is the energy is transferred to the generator. Generator will be rotated with a high amount of speed. Finally, the power will be generated. And next one, the turbine will be rotate the operate the condenser. So and next one, next it is connected to the feed pump. The how much amount of feed water is there, the water is supplied to the boiler, right, while supplying the boiler to the water to create the inside the steam within a high pressurized steam is produced. Again the steam is transferred to the again to the boiler turbine. So turbine will be rotated within a high speed. Finally maximum amount of steam energy will be developed. At the same time rotation of shaft also, rotation of shafts also very important to generate the to rotate the generator is used to develop the power right now. So what are the basic elements? Already I am explained already once. I just again reminding, boiler, it is a steam generator, right. Turbine develops the rotary motion only. Turbine is the generate the rotary motion. And next one, by the expansion converts the thermal energy into mechanical energy. Thermal energy into mechanical energy. What is the function of generator? We already know. Already we know about the function of generator. Generates the electricity by the converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. Again, again here generator is used to generate the electrical energy, right, to utilizing the mechanical energy. Mechanical energy means the engine, IC engine is provided for the to start the engine, and engine is directly connected to the flywheel of generator. It will be revolved continuously. The power will be generated, right, in the generator. Then next one, what is the function of motor? Motor is the function of two electrical energy is converting into mechanical energy while the supplying of power to the motor. So motor will be rotated with the Fleming's rule. Based on the Fleming's rule, automatically it revolves within a high amount of speed, right. So that is the mechanical energy. Electrical energy is converting into rotate the motor with the transformation of belt energy, otherwise belt drive or chain drive, whatever may be. Finally, right, condenser finally condenses the steam. Generator is motor is to the mechanical and electrical energy is converting into mechanical energy. Generator is mechanical energy is converting into electrical energy. Next one is the condenser. Condenses the steam coming from the steam turbine. So condenses the steam turbine, right. We can observe here steam turbine, it is one of the prime mover which converts the steam energy into mechanical energy. Steam energy into mechanical energy, right. So mechanical energy into by the expanding. In reciprocating engine, the reciprocating motion of the piston is transformed into rotary motion of crankshaft. Such prime mover requires heavy flywheel, and perfect balancing is required due to the variations of torque. In turbine, the mechanical energy is produced directly available for rotating the shaft. So definition of steam turbine. Steam turbine is a prime mover in which the heat energy in the steam is converted into the kinetic energy, and kinetic energy is absorbed by the turbine blades, right. Turbine blades to rotate the shaft while steam flowing to the turbine. Thus, the steam turbine two energy conversions are required. The nozzle furnishes the conversion of heat energy into kinetic energy. The conversion of kinetic energy into shaft work is achieved in turbine, which is composed of a rotor with equally spaced blades around the periphery, right? Applications of steam turbine, what are the advantages? Honor before advantages, then generally we have these are the advantages are there, right? First of all, high power, honor before higher thermal efficiency. Steam turbine, we have advantages are there: higher thermal efficiency, no reciprocating parts, and hence heavy foundations are not required, right? No reciprocating parts, so continuously reciprocating parts are not there, hence the no need of a very high amount of foundations are no need. Next, torque in this steam engines, torque is uniform and does not need of any flywheel because of the energy flows the energy, right? uh, and does not require any flywheel because of no the torque is uniform, right? It is the transformation of energy from shaft from the turbine shaft at uniform speed is maintaining. No rubbing parts in internal lubrications required. Higher speeds may be developed with greater speeds range, can generate power ranging from few megawatts. So few megawatts to the again 1000 megawatts, can be directly coupled to the high speed machines, right? Governing is easy, less maintenance, requires less amount of floor area for given output, and exhaust steam is free from oil, hence condensate can be reused as a feed water. So again we have to check here: high power, high thermal efficiency, uniform torque, very low friction will be the low, perfect mechanical balancing, and lighter foundation, less maintenance, power is continue, hence flywheel is not required. So power will be supplied to the generator continuously, so flywheel is no need, right? That is the main thing. Then what are the disadvantages of steam turbine? Steam turbines are not suitable for where frequent stopping and starting is necessary. So whenever which will not to start and stop again and again, no need to continuously, no need of start and stop that. So steam turbines are not suitable where frequent stopping and starting necessary. Condenser must be provided to take the advantages of greater range of working, greater range of expansion. So these are the two types of disadvantages are there. Then next one, applications. While in applications, steam turbine is used in stationary power plant and ships propeller. It is also used for driving high speed machines such as centrifugal pumps, centrifugal blades, centrifugal compressors, etc. So these are the main application of steam turbines. Steam turbines are turbines only. And then next one, construction details of steam turbine. What are the construction details? A steam turbine consisting of first of all rotor, casing, moving blade or fixed blade, bearing seats, etc. So first one is a rotor or turbine shaft, rotating element. It is one of the rotating element which moving blades are fixed. It is supported at both the ends in casing. And next one, casing surrounded and support the door and holds the nozzle and fixed port. Then moving blades fixed on rim rotates due to the momentum, right? Momentum gained by the flow of steam. So fixed blades are stationary, fixed to casting, right? Then guides the steam flow into next moving blades at required angle. And next one is the nozzle, increases the kinetic energy of steam then fixed before the stage moving blade. So this is the picture of steam power plant, steam turbine. So it's a consisting of rotary shaft and moving blades and fixed blades and nozzles. Steam will be entering from the one side and at the same time again transfer to the outside through exit of pressure. Right, this is the figure of total configuration of a steam turbine. So already this is also live example of turbines, the size, and so this is a we know. So in this connection we have to study like this: basic elements of superheated steam power plant, advantage and steam turbine plant over the engine, construction details of a steam turbine. So these are the main questions. Then next one, steam power plant works on the Rankine cycle. Then fixed blades or starter or casing. Right, which component is not released to steam power plant? A boiler, condenser, compressor. Next one is a compressor answer. Right, we have these type of questions are just list out first of all. Right, so draw a steam power plant and its list of functions of each part. Already we have discussed in last class. And next list out the advantages and disadvantages of turbine over reciprocating. Right, so this is our questions. Right, thank you.